Hello everybody. Some of my friends started doing the headhunter role on Morozova, the fourth boss of the Iron Horse raid, and they inspired me to do this little show and tell video to help others out on how to do this role properly. This is quite a unique role because there is no two people doing it exactly the same, but this will be my take on it. In this video, I will talk about some of the tricks, tips that I learned over the past couple of months of doing this role and give a general idea of how to do this magical headhunting role. So let's start in the beginning. The main job of a headhunter is to break the armor and kill the heavily armored enemies that are coming from the Iron Horse train. The job also involves killing snipers, rocket heads, and just generally ad clearing, helping out on the sides, helping out the two people doing the ad clearing from the two doors on the sides. So I will show you what builds I'm personally using, and I will show you what general position and angles are good to take while doing this role. So the build is the following: 2-piece Douglas and Harding, 2-piece Petrov, a punch drunk, the chain killer, and either the gift backpack or a Providence with vigilance. Every piece is rolled into headshot damage and weapon handling. This adds up to 100% stability and about 309% headshot damage. In the description you will find a link to my Excel sheet where you can find lots of raid builds that are used by me and many others. You can also find this build there if you want to have a deeper dive into the build. Let's jump into the actual fight. In the beginning, make sure that you have the correct skills, a reviver hive, and a tech drone or tactician drone. In the beginning, I usually take this position because many people will aim for the rocket lady and the crouching red ad. We usually have multiple headhunters on this row, so we count back from 3 and we shoot on the same time, so both of us have an easier time of aiming for them. Next job is basically to take one ad and then break the Changa's helmet. If you are solo on this row, you also have to kill this Changa before the whole team runs out. After running out, you try to take stacks from the ads that are spawning from the left and right door. They're usually spawning 3 of them, a red, a purple, and a gold one. Don't forget to place your tech drone in the middle. Then, when the key tank took the key and walked under the minigun, a sniper will spawn on the right side. Take that and start moving to the left side. You can take this spot where I am standing and aim your nemesis at this spot. When the Changa spawns, break the helmet and try to also kill this Changa. I would generally advise you to stay in this middle area. You have a really good view for the right door, and if left door ads get a bit looser, you can also take them from this position. Snipers are spawning always starting from right and left and right and so on. If at any point on the fight you need headhunter stacks, ask the key tank for snipers. When you have full stack, just head to the right side, to this spot, and then aim your nemesis at this spot.
Fire at their position.
procedure is absolutely the same as on the left side.
Sorry, I had
Try
to
to
kill the
break the
rocket lady.
Chonga's helmet and then
Then
kill it. A general
keep the
tip
phone
for
on
the whole
cover.
fight, you can take headhunter stacks from fallen enemies too. Here I would take a bit of time and just explain the rhythm of the fight. When the team runs in, take the ads from the doors, take the sniper that is spawning on the right side, move to the left side, get ready for the Changa. Try to kill the Changa, and then move to the
Oh my
middle.
god,
Stay
this
there
turret.
until you hear the gun going left first, and then after the gun is finished, I generally ask for another sniper to make sure that I have enough stacks to kill the second Changa too. Then I move back
Oh,
to
you
the
shot
safe
it too
place to
early,
the middle.
it's still shielded?
This concludes the first phase of the fight. When everybody got into the water safely and you got ready to roll out, I generally tend to roll to the left side and hide behind the sandbags to get ready for the right door ads that are spawning. I will show you this spot, generally where to aim to hit the first red, and then the elite will be around that area too. From this point, the second phase is really straightforward. Clear the ads from the doors, try to help with the rocket ads, and just be around in this middle area. For the third phase, it is very much the same as the second phase. The only difference is there are snipers spawning on the left and right. The first rule where the snipers are spawning from left and right after each other don't apply for this phase, so just be on the lookout. And this concludes the second and third phase. As for the fourth phase, after the rollout, make sure that you kill both of the ads that are spawning from the door. In this clip, sadly I didn't manage to kill both of them. The elite rolled behind the cover, but luckily I had a headhunter partner and we could break the Changa together. For the rest of the fourth phase, it is exactly the same as first phase. The only difference is there are lasers. Make sure that you don't get targeted by them. You go down really quickly. But do as you did on the first phase, left and right, pretty much the same. Another really important thing to know, when you are aiming for a Changa, take a look at the mortar over the spawning Changa. If the mortar is alive, make sure that you use the TAC 50. If the mortar is not alive over the Changa, you can use the Nemesis. You might ask, why is that? The game has this mechanic where the mortar becomes a weak point, but the Nemesis cannot pierce through weak points, while the TAC 50 can. That's why you need to use the TAC 50 if the mortar is alive. You will hit the mortar instead of the Changa no matter what you do. One more thing that the headhunter can do to help out the team. After each phase, when everybody got to the middle, you can hold your stacks for Morozova and break her almost immediately when everybody is in a safe place. As for the last part, you can hot swap to a pristine example, have somebody with an Achilles and a healer with an overcharge, and you can one-shot Morozova at the end.
Overcharge. Overcharged.
In this clip, it didn't happen because Morozova had excess armor. In a normal situation, Morozova is dead by one shot to the head. And this concludes the video. And if you have any questions, you can leave it in the comment section. I will also leave the link to the Discord server that I'm generally on. You can find me there. I will also leave a link in the description to the uncut version of the video if you just want to see it as a full without commentary. I hope you enjoyed the video and thank you for watching.